Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We've got a great show lined up, but first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. It's cold outside. It's going to be, the low tonight is going to be 42 and high is going to be 51. This is cold weather we talked about the last couple of days with rain. This is what we call duck hunting weather, but it's going to be this way the next couple of days, so make sure you're aware of it if you're going to do some outdoor activities. Water temperature is at a 68.2, and it's going to start cooling down the next couple of days. River readings, take a look at the river readings. The Apalachicola of Bluntstown is reading a 0.9, and it looks like really level. And then the Choctawhatchee at Caryville, looking at it, the Choctawhatchee there is at 4.8. So both rivers are really low, but after this rain we get, especially the Choctawhatchee, you're going to see that rising water coming up probably another foot or two. So be aware of that probably by Sunday. 90% chance of rain today. Let's take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're in good tides, like I said, all week long. We have that incoming tide for this afternoon fishing, but if you can dodge the weather and all, get out there, but we're going to get that north wind, so it's going to hold it back some, so it won't be a strong tidal movement, but the mud are out there, and you've seen we caught some ourselves. It'll be northwest at about 10 to 20 today, so it's going to be a blustery day. All right, we're going to take our break and come back with our special guest. All right, welcome back, folks, and welcome to our guest this morning. We have on the far end this beautiful young lady, Miss Kim Perdue Ellisor. Good morning.
Hi, how are you this morning?
We're doing great, and her son, Shepherd. Good morning, Shepherd.
Good morning.
All right, now I'm having these on because this is I've talked to them the last couple of years about coming on the show. We talked about it a while.
Yes, sir.
So finally we nailed them down and got them coming on. This is we have all kind of combinations of outdoor people that go, with mother and son. We just haven't had the mother and son on yet. So I said, this is a great example because these two are outdoors people. So glad to have y'all. So tell us now, what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade, and where to go to school?
North Bay Haven.
I got to see the football team play over there. Y'all went undefeated, or didn't y'all have a good year?
Yes, sir.
I saw the last game, and I knew quite a few of the boys on the team and went and watched them play. That was a good game. I got to see, that's when we sort of narrowed down that, Kim, you are going to come on the show.
Yes,
so now, let's get started with you. Tell us, how did you get started in the outdoors?
I started hunting with my dad. He was big into dog hunting and stuff like that whenever I was a little girl, and so I just loved it from the time I was a little girl. Went with him all the time, spent every weekend doing it, and just, was always outside in the woods.
I was well aware of this because I witnessed it happen over the years because her mother worked at Mosley for a long time, and so she would tell about different experiences y'all had. Then you would come to school on time. So I watched her grow up too and play softball at Mosley.
Yes, sir.
And married later on. And tell us about your husband.
I'm married to Adam Ellisor, and he's another loves outdoors, stays going hunting all the time, and loves to fish, and so it's just kind of been, we've shared that with him, and
it's been sort of natural.
Yeah, definitely.
And Adam's originally from Mariana, right? The Ellisor family. And
they're from here, and his dad was preaching there and stuff like that. But his, of course, Uncle Bill was the one that got him into.
We'll talk about Bill Ellisor for a long time and all. The late Bill Ellisor was such a good friend of mine, and just good folks and all. So you're married into a good family, a good family married into a good family. So
absolutely.
You come from good roots. Okay, now. When we got to tell this story because it's funny. I'd forgotten about it. About when you were growing up, about the country club. Well, we had no houses on the country club, and just tell that story because people aren't going to believe this.
When it was off season, we would take our dogs and go run rabbits in the country club because nobody lived there. So you would just go and
Coach Redford,
Mr.
Jim
Redford,
and Wayne Perdue, his brother. Who else went? They just had some rabbit dogs.
Yeah.
You got a picture of that area. It's isolated out there, and nobody in the wintertime.
No, there was no one there.
Nobody playing golf, no houses, and those little beagles. Was that?
We had beagles. Yeah, we had beagles back then.
That's got to be fun. Okay, so now y'all got a place out in Texas. Y'all do a lot of stuff out in Texas.
Yes, sir.
When's the last time you've been out there?
Thanksgiving.
You went out, y'all go there at Thanksgiving?
Yes,
Having a
sir.
good time?
Yes, sir.
Tell us where that place is, about where it is.
It's about 30 minutes outside of Brady, Texas, which is known as the heart of Texas.
Yeah. Now, how long does it take you to drive out there if you drive?
About 15 hours.
15 hours. You
You're
try to do
lucky.
it in one drive? Wow, I don't see how you do that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, how big is that place now? How many acres y'all have out there?
We have probably about 1,200 acres now.
1,200 acres. They got a beautiful place to hunt. We got some great pictures, and y'all keep it well managed, right? I mean, it's taken care of and all.
Yeah.
And fishing, we got some big fishing pictures. Now, let me ask you this: if you had to choose between hunting and fishing, what would you choose?
I can't.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer because a lot of us feel that way. Whatever's in season, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we got some big red snapper pictures, and we got some all kind of deer and all that. Kim, you also when you do a lot of hunting yourself.
Yes, sir.
And Adam does a lot of hunting.
Yes, sir.
And you've killed some trophies too.
Yes, sir.
And what's your enjoyment out of hunting? I mean, you started as a little girl. What's some of the what's some of the big things you enjoy about it? Just being out
being outside.
Yeah.
You know, I like to. I mean, we have a high fence obviously here now, and now it's fun to watch. See every year like how the deer change. Like, you know, you get like the more I watch, like now you're familiar with the deer and watching them grow each year and seeing, you know, just like, you know, how they change and what they do, and you know, some that turn out to be a superstar and some that are, you know, whatever. It's fun to it's fun to watch them now as much as anything. But and then whenever I first started hunting, I've never been able to shoot very well at all. It's always been terrible. But anyway, so we do, Adam finally got me a nice rifle that, you know, we enjoy like a lot of the long range shooting, and it's taken a lot of the drama out of my hunting.
Tell us about that. Tell us about a rifle.
It's a 6.5 by 47 Lapua. It's a McWhorter rifle, and
it's
just super sweet, and it'll.
What do you shoot?
I shoot a 7mm 08. It's also a McWhorter.
All right.
Yeah.
So
we love those guys over there.
I
Good
remember
guys.
talking about
Yep.
that. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and show you some really amazing pictures from outdoors. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Here with Kim Ellisor and her son Shepard, a mother and a daughter, a mother and a son. We usually mother-daughter, but this is a mother and a son outdoor team, and we just tickled to have them. And your dad hunts a lot too, out fishes a lot, but we just brought them on. I've known Kim since she was a little girl, and just glad to have you on.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Happy to be here.
I asked her to send some pictures, and boy, she sent some pictures. I mean, some really good ones. So we'll get started on them, and you're going to tell us about. I'll let either one of y'all talk. Tell us about this one.
So, this was my first Axis buck, and I shot him at our ranch out in Texas, and actually shot him. You can shoot, they're exotic, so you can shoot them at night, and there's no season on them. So we shot him close to our house at night.
How much does something like that weigh?
They weigh probably 250 pounds.
Wow.
They're big.
And how does the meat taste, y'all?
Oh,
it's the best.
It's really good. I heard
it's really
it
good.
really good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
All right.
It's a pink, like a pink meat.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. All right, who's this other guy now?
Well, that's my dad.
Okay. Okay, tell us about that one.
That's
the same one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good picture there. That's a happy family. All right.
And this is a red sheep, and they're also an exotic, and they are on our ranch out in Texas too. And I shot this one with this was one of my first deer, or one of the first things that I ever killed with my McWhorter.
Oh yeah. You didn't fall back on that cactus, did you?
No, sir.
Okay.
It hurts.
All right, now what about this one?
Those are
Talking about Uncle Bill.
2 big moccasins that I killed at my Aunt Stacy's house.
Oh, okay.
And this was during the year that whenever we had all the rain and whenever we had all the rain, and those things, they just kept showing up. They were everywhere.
I remember that. That's off of, folks, we're talking about off of Risotto Beach Road there, the old Elliser Homestead, which is part of the old Hobbs pasture way back. And I remember when those moccasins were all over the place.
She would call every day.
How many?
Chevy.
How many y'all get?
She caught a bunch.
Yeah.
That's something. Okay. All right. Tell us about this one.
Well, those are, we killed pheasants. We went and hunted them up with a friend of ours, Troy Seifert, and we hunted them at his place. And also Doc Seifert's
Place up on Highway 20.
Off of Highway 20.
Now, are those fun to shoot?
Yes, sir.
Do they run a lot or do they fly?
Those would fly.
They will fly? Now, I've never hunted them. I know that'll be a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Kim, all these pictures, you always look so happy.
Yes, sir.
Because you are, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And this deer I also killed on our ranch out in Texas. It was one of the bigger deer that I've ever killed out there.
Wow, that's a nice one. How old were you then?
Let's see, that was 4 years ago.
4 years, okay.
So
that was you about 4 years old then, right? Okay. All right, tell us about this one.
You can do
Kim?
Those were 2 deer that I killed out there as well. Just really nice deer. Some, honestly, that kind of same thing we had watched for a couple years. Our place out there is partially high fenced on one piece of it, and so they're still allowed to come and go, obviously. So out there it's even a better when you let one go and then he comes back and you see him again, and so yeah, especially one of those. This one, he was one of those that we'd watched for quite some time. And
now, did you get these in the morning, afternoon, or what time? What kind of pattern?
I'm more of an afternoon hunter.
You're afternoon hunter?
I'm not much of a morning. I don't like getting up too early. I used to a long time ago. Adam says, you're spoiled.
Yeah, because when your dad took your dog hunting, they all got up
yeah,
early.
we got up early every morning.
But
Yeah,
and
used to, I didn't miss.
The one on the right, she killed him in the morning. That was one of the very few times she got up in the morning.
I did. He was kind of elusive. It was after the rut, and he had kind of gone nocturnal or something, and we'd quit seeing him. And
she actually killed him during an ice storm.
Yeah, it was an ice storm.
No kidding.
Yep.
When is the rut out there? When do y'all have the rut?
Thanksgiving.
Every year.
So that's a good time to go then.
It's a great time to go.
Wow.
Yeah, we try not to miss.
That's some great hunting pictures. All right, tell us, we're on some fishing pictures now. Tell us about this one.
So this was one of my first big bull dolphins, and I caught it on a charter down in, let's see, out of where?
Alamorada.
Out of Alamorada in the Keys.
That's a nice one. They jump, don't they?
Yes, sir.
They're fun, aren't they?
That was interesting too.
All right. What in the world?
That is elk. Adam and I went to White Mountain Apache Reservation. It's in Arizona.
Okay.
And spent a week up there, and just absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
I mean, one of the coolest experiences ever.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to go when the elk are bugling and stuff like that. I mean, it was like kind of like turkey hunting on steroids.
That's a good way to describe
I mean, it was just, when they would bugle, it's like, oh, which way do you go? And, how far is he? And whatever.
Now,
so it was a lot of fun.
You have to be drawn in a lottery?
There you do not.
So you can go? Okay. That's huge.
You can apply,
Yeah.
and when they have an opening, they'll go to, and so actually Adam had been on the list for several years for that, and somebody dropped out, and so he was kind of like next on the list to get an invite. Cool. And so kind of once you go, then you can continue to go back if you want to. So he had gone the previous year, and then he took me that year.
That's nice. All right, what about this one?
This is the bear that I killed. I killed here during the short season that we had for him.
So that's a local bear. This is it right here?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. How much that weigh?
He weighed, I want to say 281 pounds.
He was huge.
Okay.
He was
281 pounds gutted.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big
He was
bear.
huge.
That's
yeah.
a big bear. Where were we off hunting there?
At our place
Ferry.
off of Scotts Ferry Road.
Scotts
So-
Ferry.
We still have a lot of bears, don't we?
Oh, we
Yes,
have a
sir.
ton of bears.
Y'all
They
y'all
tear
killed,
everything
Y'all
up.
killed a couple bears. Y'all
We
killed
did during that tag season
yeah.
when you could buy the tags.
Right, and you legally did that and all, but it
But they're still
they're all over the place, aren't they?
They're everywhere. They dig holes under the fence. They tear up
They
everything.
dig holes under the fence.
Yes.
We'll do a story on that. Look, tell us about that's a beautiful picture.
That's a deer I killed there at Scotts Ferry.
Scotts Ferry, okay.
He's one of those that, like I said, we'd watch for.
That's up there close to Mike Miller's place. aren't
Yes.
you? Y'all neighbors,
yes.
aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
I'll ask Mike
Yeah.
why he didn't get a picture of that. Mike said, all right, let's talk about turkeys.
Well, this was during the spring 2 years ago, I believe, 2 or 3, and
the youth
this was
season.
during youth season, and that's me and my buddy Davis Whitfield,
Yeah,
and
that's nice.
he had struggled a little bit
did,
to
bless his
kill a
heart.
turkey, and we finally it was the last day, and we got there, and he had 2 turkeys hanging from a tree.
Wow. That's
He
a
was
good
so
story.
proud.
Now, where does he go to school?
He goes to Bay High.
He's a senior at Bay High.
Senior at Bay High. Okay, we got a lot more. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the final segment. Okay, welcome back. Here with 2 great guests. A very enjoyable morning we're having here with Kim Ellisor and her son Shepherd, not the daughter Shepherd, the son Shepherd, okay? Who is an 8th grader at North Bay Haven. How you liking school? Good answer. That's all you got to say. All right, look, let's do a fishing game times brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers and Port St. George. Times today, 3:17 to 5:17. And this afternoon, 3:46 to 5:46. If you get a chance, get outdoors and enjoy it. Okay, now we've got a few more pictures to wrap up. We were talking about, I think we're getting into fishing. Okay, red snapper.
Red snapper.
That's some nice red snapper.
Yes, sir. We caught those in Appalachian. Also, there's a grouper there and some black
Yes.
snapper, and there's a lot of good fishing in
A lot of good fishing down
Appalachia.
there.
How far out offshore do y'all go? You remember?
It's around 30 miles.
About 30 miles. Yeah, I love fishing off that Carabel.
It's
that
nice.
place. So
It's
that's
really
special
nice down there, yeah.
That's some really nice snapper. Okay, what do we have here?
We have it was one night I think last year I shot that doe with my bow, and she killed that cull buck with her rifle, and
We had some people want some sausage.
yeah, we had some people wanting some sausage.
You want some sausage? Oh, that's a good trip right there.
That was a fun
Yes, sir.
trip.
Look at those groupers. Was that off of Apalachicola? Or?
No, sir, that was out of here.
That was here?
Yes, sir.
Good
And there's
trip.
those scamp. There's
Nice scamp.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ate well, didn't you?
We did, yes, sir.
How much that? Look at that snapper there.
I think that's the one. I think that's the one that weighed 28. There was one that weighed 28 pounds.
So if you get a 20-pounder, that's big. This is just huge.
They were big.
Where were y'all fishing then?
Appalach.
Went back
Appalachia.
down Appalach.
Okay. All right. What about this one? That's looks like a bow kill.
Yes, sir. That's my first buck with my bow. And I killed him also at our ranch out in Texas. I killed him this Thanksgiving.
Oh, so you just got it. How
Yes,
do you
sir.
like shooting a bow?
I love it.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yes,
It
sir.
really
I've been
is.
doing it since I was 4 or 5 years old.
Have you really? All right, last picture here. Tell us about this one, Kim. This is cute.
That was at a friend of ours, Bennett Eubanks, and he invited us over to come hunting, and we were just going to shoot a cull buck, and you know, Shepherd was actually too small to even see over the window. He was sitting in my lap when that deer came out, and he was like, "We're going to shoot that one," and I was like, "No, not that one." He was like, "Yeah." And so, anyways, we had been at a Halloween carnival, and
Oh, so
it was a lot.
How
It
old
was-
were you in that picture?
probably
Six.
About 6
I would
years
say
old.
6.
Wow, that's been amazing.
Yep.
That's some great pictures. Hey, y'all
Yep.
got a great photo album already. He's not even grown yet.
I know.
The old scrapbook. Well, we don't do scrapbooks anymore, but you do.
Right.
Okay, now listen, one of the things you do, your mom was telling me about these handmade knives that you and your granddad,
Yes,
Wayne
sir.
Purdue, a lot of y'all know Wayne and the Purdue family. So tell us about them.
Well, I first got started doing it about 3 or 4 years ago. It started out as he went to Texas with us, and he lost one of his knives whenever he was going through his chemo, and he couldn't go look for it. But anyway, we went and found it, and he decided he was gonna put a handle on it because the wood had rotted on it. He lost it while trimming trees, and he decided he was gonna put a new handle on it, and that's really where it all started. He put a handle on one of his knives, and then he had an old lawnmower blade and decided he was gonna make one. And all he had was a bench grinder and a Dremel. And anyway, he made that one.
And
y'all
made all these?
Yes,
These
sir.
all handmade by y'all?
Yes, sir. And I also made this sheath.
Did you really?
It's for my dad.
Wow. Wow. And look at that. That's got to be a lot of fun doing.
Yes, sir.
And you made the sheath also?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Do you enjoy doing that?
Yes, sir.
I mean, what kind of metal are y'all using now?
We forge that, like this one's a railroad spike, and this one's a railroad spike. This one's a railroad spike. This is a piece of circular saw blade, and then this one is actually a piece of farm disc.
No kidding. Isn't that amazing how it turns out like that?
I know.
That is awesome. I mean, that's professionally done. That is
And like some of these, which ones? These were Axis. Which one were Axis horns?
This was Axis. This was whitetail.
So
this was
some
a
of the
piece of
sheds.
Axis.
We pick up out there
Okay,
in
so you
Texas.
can really tell the difference between Axis and a whitetail.
And like whitetail, they tend to have like a porous middle, like they're not hard all the way through.
Yeah.
Axis deer, they're solid all the way through except for one little hole.
Well, I did not know that. That is cool. That's really neat. But you know what's more important than the end product? The most important thing is you spending quality time with your granddad.
Yes, sir.
That's special. That's something you'll always remember. So we're going to have to start wrapping things up.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, thank y'all for coming on. This is really awesome. You'll have to come back
Yes, sir.
and get ready for, I hope you have a good Christmas and do good in school.
You too.
Okay?
Well, not for the school part, but
Well, yeah, I'm still speaking at some schools. Okay, thank y'all for coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank
Folks,
you.
thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. It's been a great show. You see what kind of folks we have on, just some great outdoors people and just good people all around. So y'all do something good today for your fellow man. You have a great day and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.